Prior to COVID-19, gaming revenues provided cash to employ approximately 2,800 people and provides more than 1,200 programs, services, and funds endowments for the future, provides ancillary benefits like per capita education scholarship, life insurance, and Head Start services. These are just to name a few, the general operations also. Now, as we face this pandemic, the Oneida Nation must continue to provide essential critical services, but now it's with no gaming revenues. Without gaming revenues coming in, we are at a critical financial situation, and we will need each other, everybody, to get through these trying times. Unfortunately, I implore upon you to adopt the 5 proposed resolutions that are being presented before you today. In our assessment, we've been going through every day, every minute, assessing what the financial impacts of the closure of gaming has done, and as the chairman had stated, there's no way that we ever thought we would be faced with this. But due to the pandemic, our gaming operations have been closed since March 19th, 2020. Gaming revenues did pay for GTC mandates, which are 9% of the total budget, labor and fringe, which are 36% of the total budget. Operational costs total 22% of the total budget. And combining these components total 67% of our annual budget. The remainder of the operational budget, or 33%, was marked for land, CapEx, technology set aside, building maintenance, repair set aside, endowments, cost of sales, predominantly at retail, and consolidated health services. Gaming revenues were based upon the assumption that they would be open for 365 days every year. This pandemic has forced gaming to close, and we are projecting right now only until April 24th, 2020, which is a total of 37 days, and a revenue impact of approximately $650,000 a day. This totals to an approximate reduction in revenue of approximately $24 million. Along with the assessment, the casino is not expecting to return to full revenues the first day of opening. So we know that there are the residual effects of this will take 1 to 3 years, or 3 to 5 years to recoup. Our first days of opening will just barely continue our critical services as we ramp up and bring employees back. The necessary action are these, in addition to all that we've done inside of our operations, everything that we've done to date, we pretty much scrubbed everything we have available cash-wise. And now we have to go to the outside, not the outside, the non-operational areas to receive more cash. I apologize. This places the nation in a crucial. This places the nation in a crucial financial situation, and we need to take specific actions to manage the cash flow that we have. The following resolutions are in regard to declaring a Tier 5 fiscal emergency, and with the length of time the casino is slated to be closed, requires the nation to address only essential and critical expenditures. By adopting the 5 proposed resolutions, the Oneida Nation can better manage our assets and our resources. I would like to highlight the intent of each resolution and then have dialogue as we address each one on the agenda today. The first resolution is regarding the Tier 5 budget contingency. Due to the closure of the gaming enterprises, the nation no longer has a budget. it's gone. Tier 5 budget contingency is provided so that our finance division can effectively and efficiently manage our available cash for maintaining all essential critical programs and services. There are many, but as we look to, one of the first items is the Anna John Nursing Home. This is very difficult for me to go through this, so I apologize and request your understanding. The second resolution is halting per capita, the general per capita. The total need to pay our general per capita is estimated at $22 million, and the total need to pay for our elder per capita is an additional $5.8 million. Due to the closure of the Oneida Gaming Enterprises, the nation does not have that cash available for these per capita payments. Therefore, this resolution allocates the accrued per capita monies that we've earned to date for cash availability so the nation can continue to provide essential critical services. To clarify, the general per capita is the $1,300 per capita for all members, and the second per capita is the 62 and over, which I believe was $2,000. The third resolution is regarding deferring payments for the OLIP premiums and for the elder endowments. Deferring tribal contribution dollars for these two payments will assist our current cash needs by $1 million. The nation provides $1 million to the trust committee for these items, and the trust committee has verified that there is no harm to not pay those premiums from tribal contribution, as their funds are capable of managing the premiums and that elder payment. The trust enrollment director has assured that the premium payments will be paid. So that's for OLIP, so that will continue. And additionally, we have assessed that deference will not have a negative impact on the current stability of these funds. They also have enough in the elder endowments to pay out the 65 and older, which is the $703 per capita. Resolution number 4 is, again, as we stated, halting GTC stipends. The United Nations subscribes to the social distancing practices to stop the spread of COVID-19. We cannot put Oneida membership in harm's way by calling a GTC meeting. Additionally, an unknown variable is when gaming will reopen to provide revenues to the nation. Impacts of the COVID-19 is projected, again, as I stated earlier, to last approximately 3 to 5 years. Thereby halting the GTC stipend payments for 2 fiscal cycles will help provide cash flow for essential critical programs and services. One day our technology will get us there, but today it's not here. We are not capable to do a GTC meeting through teleconference yet. Resolution number 5 is regarding the higher education scholarship. The nation's current philosophy is to provide educational opportunities to our nation's members. Due to our current stress on cash for essential critical programs and services, this resolution immediately halts funding tribal contribution monies for the scholarship program. Our finance team understands and agrees to continue supporting this philosophy. Therefore, although we understand there are many people that will be going back to school or trying to going to school while they're laid off, or if that's the only source of revenue that they can earn. Therefore, the resolution reduces the $20,000 and $30,000 annual scholarship to a maximum benefit of $5,000 for tuition, required fees, and books. And these fees will begin to be available for the fall semester. Although we're doing considerable activities inside to find the cash to continue our critical services, we are also staying very well aware of the CARES Act for 2020. The CARES Act does mandate approximately $8 billion for costs related to COVID-19, specifically for tribal nations. It's important to note that our federal and state lobbyists were very instrumental for ensuring that tribal nations would be included in the CARES Act. The OBC is working diligently with state and federal agencies to ensure that allocation rules are applied equally across Indian country for health needs, unemployment insurance reimbursement, and economic recovery. I cannot extend enough thanks and appreciation to all of our staff who have been working with us every single day, every minute, to make sure that the nation is involved and receives these dollars. I know we have received some from the Indian Health Service so far, and I don't have the totality of all those numbers yet. So that is coming. So our health is okay. We're doing all right there. So this is a tireless time for everybody who's working to make sure that we are receiving outside funds while we can't make our own. And finally, we look to these resolutions to manage our cash flow and fiscal condition during this difficult time. And again, I would like to say yawanko to all the nation's employees for your patience, your support, your understanding during these past 3 weeks. I'd also like to say yawanko to all the BC members, all of our executive managers, and to those who are continuing to work to protect our people and continue our governance. I would also like to extend appreciation to our partners who are also helping our nation during this difficult time. Without gaming revenues coming in, we are in a critical financial situation, and we will all need each other to get through these trying times. Your consideration for these extremely difficult decisions to sustain our nation will also show the next generations how we face this pandemic and how we survived with each other for our future. Don't go.